Hey, also, I wanted to do a settings video of what I have for my graphics in Modern Warfare 2. I see a lot of people posting a lot of different versions of what they do, and I've tried many of them, combinations of many of them. And these are very much like generalizations based on your PC setups and what you're capable of doing. But if you have an RTX GeForce graphics card, right, you can actually do something really, really simple and with a concept get really good frames, decent frames, or maximize your frames, and then either adjust quality levels or adjust for more frames. So if you're a frame chaser, there's a way to do that. Basically, everything's on low, and there you go. But if you want some quality and you want decent frames to be able to run at, and you don't have a $5,000 setup, try this. First off, I have displays full screen exclusive. This actually I change every now and then between full screen and borderless. Right now it's on exclusive. I have a 3060 Ti. All right, my screen refresh rate's 270. Roughly I can get, if I overclock my monitor, it'll go to 280. Running at 1080p, aspect ratio is automatic. Off on the V-Syncs, custom frame rate. I actually have 300. And then custom menu frame rate, I actually set it to 120. Just I know some people put this at 60. Whatever. You put what you want there. Quality. Everybody is doing this fidelity cast, which is fine. I actually been doing that for a while, and I just got bored and wanted to try some different things. So I actually got to NVIDIA DLS doing something completely different other than picking it, and I'll show you here in a minute. It's set on NVIDIA DLSS, geez, English, video memory scale, set to 80. Texture resolution, normal. Texture filter anisotropic, normal. Nearby level of detail, high. Distant level of detail, low. Clutter draw distance, long. Particle quality, low. Particle quality level is very low. Bullet impacts and sprays, I kind of like that because I test out recoil patterns for my builds. Persistent damage level layers, I turn it off. I don't really understand entirely what's going on here, but we'll get to this. Restarting the game is required for the effect to change. But off explosions and deflagrations won't draw any visual effect on surfaces. To me, that says when you're getting like nonstop grenades and bombs and RPGs, your things don't move around as much, don't shake. I could be wrong, but I turn it off anyway. So shader quality is high, mainly because to set the quality of lighting and treatment in some surface, this has light impacts on colorization of these surfaces too. So I kind of like the color, and sometimes I change this, but again, it's another reboot, right? Or not a reboot, but a reset the game. So on-demand texture streaming is off. Let's go down. Streaming quality is normal. Volumetric quality is low. Deferred is off. Water caustics off. Shadow map resolution is normal. Screen space shadows. All right. Increased detail level of shadows in the view with the possibility of affecting local surfaces such as your weapon and character. Now that's the reason I have it on high, because some of the main things, first off, I stream. I like graphics. I like things that look visually appealing, but I also stream, so I want visual quality. I don't chase frames. I find balance, and I'm willing to sacrifice frames for quality. So that's high. Spot shadow quality, high, same thing. Particle lighting, normal. Ambient occlusion, both. You can put it on ultra quality here. This actually you can do for different levels. I have it on GTAO, I believe is what that is. GTAO, yeah. I have it on ultra quality. Now, if you have to change that around, that's up to you, but that's what mine's at. You can play with that. Screen space reflections, normal. Static reflection quality, high. Weather grid volume is off. NVIDIA reflex is on. The low latency. Depth of field off. world motion blur off, weapon motion blur off, film grain 0. All right. And then my view is 120. ADS field of view is affected. Weapon field of view wide. Third person is 80. Vehicle field of view is wide. And then first person camera movement is the very least, right? Or yeah, very least. Less. 50%, 50% on that. And then third person ADS transition is set for ADS. And the default spectator camera is game perspective, right? You can put it on helmet cam. I don't like that. I think it's horrendous, but preference, right? It's up to you. We're going to go into GeForce experience. And when you bring it up initially, let's bring it to home. You're going to go into your game details. You'll get this page over here where this wrenches and optimize. You want to hit this. It's going to bring this up over here. It's going to tell you what it thinks the optimal settings are for your setup. So you can, oops, I did not mean to do that. Cancel. You can move this around anywhere you want. Max performance, balance, wherever. It's going to tell you what it thinks are the optimal. I hit this and then I got the max settings that it shows over here. It'll turn all of these settings into your current settings. All right. So I went in and did that. And then when I went into the game, I started dialing back all the settings until I got more frames and maintained good quality. So all of these that are in green right here, deferred physics, the distant level of detail, that's both high. That's considered optimal to them, but I didn't need it. I wanted more frames. This was ultra high on particle and particle quality and lighting, all that high and ultra. I changed that. You see, I put it down to normal, low, and very low. Over here is high on screen space reflections. I put it to normal. It wanted high. On shadow map resolution, they wanted ultra. I put it on normal. Down on texture filter anisotropic, they want high. I put normal. On texture resolution, they want high. I put normal. And volumetric quality, high. I turned it to low. Water caustics, I turned it off. Weather grid volumes, they had ultra. I no, turned it off. And there you go. That's a way you can see what I changed really quick from the difference between what I hit the optimize and then go in and actually dial everything back. So there you go. GeForce experience is pretty handy that way, and it gives you a good starting point if you don't know what to start from. So check it out, give it a spin. All right, so I have a private match set up here, and straight away you can see I'm getting about 167, 170 frames. It goes between like 140 something to about 180. It fluctuates based on what you're doing in the map, because wherever you run to, like, it's going to change. As you can see, you come over here, it's jumping all the way up to 170. It's going to 140. It's having a little hitching effect. We'll figure that out at another point. You can see it's really, really clear. Everything looks really, really nice. I can zoom in, little details you can see. Even the dirt around the tires, on the brakes, it's really cool. Like, all of the little things in the wall that you can see when you come up close. These little cracks and stuff like that. You can actually see the numbers on the dial. Almost. Now, I've tinkered around with this a bit, and I'll probably change some more settings around just to see what I can do and play with it. Also, you can come in here to interface, go to color customization, and come down to color filter target. You want to hit both and then crank these up to 100%. I don't remember what they were set at before, but you can have them down, and it just makes the map look so much more vibrant. And then you can change these to whatever you want. I've changed these around to where they're not default. You can make things a little more visually appealing. So I'm getting consistent gameplay here now that I think I've figured out what's caused the hitching. Nope, cruise missile.
Friendly UAV online. Our counter UAV is active. Got him on the run. Get up.
Oh, shot in the back. So it's looking pretty. Oh my lord. It's looking pretty decent. 155, 146. Jumps up to 170, but it's not bottoming out and the game's not hitching anymore. And I'll show you why here in a second. All right, so come into your graphics here. What was going on, from what I could tell, is that my video memory scale was up to 80. And I think at some point I jacked it up and wasn't paying attention. I don't remember, but changing this to 60 made it run smooth as butter. So I'm pretty happy. So yeah, there's the update on that. The concept that I want to try to get across: go into all of your settings and just turn everything down to the bare bones minimum. Take everything down, everything as low as possible or off, and then see how it looks, see how the game functions, and then add in quality elements graphics wise. There's more frames you have, the smoother the game tends to run, but I like quality. So if this helped you out and you're like me, you want quality in games visually as well as maintain a good amount of frames, try it out. Start at bare bones, start at maximum as you can get. The GeForce experience, you get a good help guidance there. See what the optimize is for you. See what the game looks like, see how it plays. Hey, you might be done there. But if you need more performance, then start dialing things back. Anyway, like I said, if this helped you, or you found it entertaining, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We do stream here on this channel. Pop on it in. Let me know what you think. Till then, y'all be easy. Peace out.